everybody, welcome to the channel. It is March 12th, 2026, and I am going to read you a story. Tap into the planetary circumstance to see what's happening. We got some masculines out there that are real upset. They're real upset over the divine feminine coming into her role of dignitary. These men have been sort of stripping any kind of authority from the mothers for so long that now that they are in a position of authority, they are mad. They don't want to hear it, man. They don't want to hear it. They want these Marys gone. The only way that they can ever have a status of authority is if they steal your spiritual identity. So these nasty jacks, they're out there right now strategizing on how to get into this magistrate's territory. They're proceeding with caution, and they do have a plan on stripping her out of there and replacing her. So this has happened lifetime after lifetime. They're very, very good at what they do. And she has survived thousands of years of brutality on these. They're calling her dangerous right now because she will not let pimps in. She won't let soul eaters in. She won't let these gay men who actually hate women and want to come in and tap and tag that womb so that they can bring out all of the good soul value and the Star Nation spiritual inheritance. And then leave her there, right, in a ball of nothingness because they hate her. They hate her. They don't like women. So the magistrate is like, you can't come in either, because their intention is very clear. They can't get one over on her. They can't schmooze her with words. She sees their intentions. She knows that they're there to harvest souls, and she, and her purpose, is to protect at all cost the future of humanity, the organic, original, source-connected life forms in this territory. And there is a whole load of religious masculines and their feminine supporters that have been prostituting and sacrificing and violating identities and upper dimensional Star Nation soul tribes by using that identity as a bridge and a connector to create havoc. So again, they're out there trying to steal the spiritual identity of these important feminines who have been elevated. Particularly, they're looking at this universal gatekeeper, this magistrate, apparently a daughter of a lion. They're very, very upset that she has been identified and repositioned as this authority. They're talking about getting a hold of the 3D vessel and then traumatizing the spirit soul complex. They're not having any luck with the magic, and they're not having any luck getting into the territory to get into the energy. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. Let me just look it up now. I haven't done a whole lot of reading in my book yet. My apologies. Where's those pentacles at? There they are. Generosity and dependability. You know, there's some youngers here, and they're telling these religious fellas that want them to betray this woman. You know, they're saying, hey, quite frankly, you know, she's like supporting people. She's generous. She's giving them what they need to have a strong foundation, to have a stable place to work from when it comes to being a creator, right? To learning about self, to fortify the source connection. So she's there giving generously to these people, and there's a whole bunch of masculines out there. Many of them appear to be religious, sorcerers, and somebody mentioned the Rosicrucians earlier. So, and that's weird because I didn't even think about that. I don't know if they're associated with the Catholics or whatever, or what. But anyway, the Rosicrucians, like we got the rose, which is a flower, and crucian, which is the crucifixion, right? The cross, the body, the life. So it's like we've got the rose, which is the soul, and then we've got crucian, which is the cross or the body and life. And so what do we got? We got this storyline where these guys have been sacrificing roses, and they've been crucifying folks. And Spirit mentioned those people, and I'm like, whoa, because I didn't even know about those people. I mean, quite frankly, I don't know about religious people too much. They like to fight a lot, I know that, and everybody's insisting that they're right. But they're apparently about studying the ancient, like the higher dimensional soul wisdom and all of that, which comes with a divine high priestess, empress, upper dimensional soprano, dignified freaking soul, right? And these ones have been studying it. How? Well, I don't know. Are they the ones that have been sacrificing the roses? I don't know, man. Why would Spirit say that? Are you a Rosicrucian? Maybe you are the rose at the freaking base or the top. Maybe this is what they've been building their church on. I don't know. It's a new piece of information, and it's just weird that it happens to be called Rosicrucian when we got this whole situation with the sacrificing of the roses going on, man. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. And of course, everybody's telling me to be careful of what I say, but I can say, hey, I'm alive after 23 years of mental RAP, of energetic harvesting, where they're taking like 50% of my essence. I'm survived, and I'm still alive, and I get to talk about it, and it's wonderful. And you know what's so wonderful is I get to see the amazing grace and power of God as I wake up every morning alive, able to sit here and tell you the story and smile and breathe. We've got Charity here. So this is the Queen of Pentacles. She's there. This is the magistrate, man. She's in this territory. She is giving generously to the people within the territory. She's setting them up with their foundations so that they can focus on their soul song, on their whatever their strong point is, so that they can practice different things to see what it is that excites their soul. Where is their soul? What are they aligned with? What beautiful things can they share and become, right, in the community? Anyway, so, all right, Queen of Pentacles in the subconscious. So the challenge is we got generosity. What's going on with the generosity? Weary, man. She's weary. Her soul is weary. She's got all these men running around with their little freaking cliques, their little concentration, sorcery, get it togethers or whatever, doing their thing. And it just gets a little old. What can I say? I mean, certainly, too. So, in the recent past, so you could be moving forward with judgment, or perhaps the judgment is that you have a victory and you're leaving. Dang, I think it's like you're leaving. You're determined to, maybe the judgment. Like there's judgment here. You're calling judgment. You're leaving. You're calling judgment on all of these people that tried to consume your soul, and you lived to tell the tale. And now they're like, ooh. So now they're trying to steal your soul identity, your spiritual, 4D, 5D, whatever identity. There, you got a lot of moles in the territory, or trying to squeeze in. They're trying to slander you in a big way. The mother has the purse strings. She's not giving money to pimps. She's not giving money to females who recruit for pimps. She's not giving money to these masculine same-sex pairs that want to destroy the woman because they're jealous and they just want all of the money that she has, because how dare she have what I should have? You know, I mean, she's not letting those people in. And they're real mad. And they're trying to spin a story with the youngers, the minds that haven't quite, I guess, developed the inner fortitude to be able to stand up and say, hey, you're wrong. Although I did hear a younger say, he called them sexists, meaning they are discriminating against her because of her sex. And he said something to the effect of, what did he say? No, I don't want to get it wrong. What did he say? I don't want to get it wrong. Because it was pretty impressive. He was standing up to them. Yeah. So he called them sexist, which is discriminating against this woman based on her sex. And he said, to be honest, and I think they're starting to get some clap back. They're starting to clap back, you know, but there are still some out there who are listening intently and then moving accordingly. So you really got to be careful. This is not the first time she has risen to this position. They've crucified her. They've burned her alive many times after torturing her all day long. They've done many, many different things. And I'm speaking in the singular, but they're all of the divine feminines. They've been in this trap like this. And their souls and their spirits have been desecrated lifetime after lifetime. And these people are so mad that you lived, that you actually were recognized, ascended, resurrected, ascended, promoted, and then all your story came, and then the door was open and everybody else's story came, and it's like, oh no. It was according to them, an impossible life path. You were not supposed to make it, and now that you have, all of that has to come back on them. They're very, very upset about it. They got to get out of the universe. She has the authority to kick them clean out of the universe, and right now she's just saying, hey, you can't come in here. But they're keep, and so eventually there's got to be okay, right? And then God and so the tribe of lion and the tribe of the jaguar have stated that they will never take anything from her again. They've done this multiple times, many times. They have taken this universal gatekeeper out of her position by deceitfully committing crimes themselves and then laying it on her and convicting her of it deceitfully. And they have been trying to exterminate all kinds of folks, man, and their right to life. They've been directly attacking the upper dimensional Star Nation soul tribes through the souls that come here in these vessels here. They've been warring with the upper dimensional people. But you broke through from the inside. You broke through from the inside and you were able to elevate and then bring all of that information. And they're so furious. And apparently they steal people's spiritual identities. So I've heard them talking about trapping the 3D vessel and doing a thing to try to capture that spirit again and then remove her from that position. It could very well be that they're going to plan something like that. But there are gods and goddesses far greater than those who decided that everybody should be a myth and that we should go back into one flesh temple that was neither male or female. We've got this page of swords here. So you're leaving, you're departing, and we've got the page looking for new ways to communicate. They're being guided, it sounds to me like, by these other ones. Yeah, the life of luxury. They want to get in there. They got to get in there, right? Because everything that's not accepted is like going elsewhere. This woman is in her position, and all of these frauds, these devils that are inhabiting animated corpses are mad because God said this is the end of their relationship with batteries, meaning they can no longer feast on the souls, meaning she's told they cannot come in, meaning she's telling them they can't come in. God's upset with the way some of these people have been representing the Father. And they're blaming this woman, as they have many times. But now there's a whole lot of folks here saying this isn't just a partial reset, and this is not negotiations and compensation. There's thousands of years of little baby souls from these upper dimensional, high-ranking families, man. They've consumed after torturing. We've got laid to rest. You know, and they're all saying, be careful of what you say, be careful of what you say. And I'm like, hey, I'm alive. And I have been led to speak. And it could very well be that it winds up the way that it always has. And if that's the case, so be it. Because I already know that severe, drastic changes have occurred. Some things will never be again. Nine of Pentacles, a life of luxury. So these guys, they want to capture your spiritual identity. You know, you're here in the flesh like me. Boop, 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 boop. They want to go over there and do a thing to your spirit. But you've got protection over there. And there's a lot of fraud, though. These guys are really good with their illusions. Their magical illusions. Their mental magic. And they can do it in any of the D's, right? No matter where you are, they do it. Magician. And the other day, as these guys were talking, making their little plans, the words get ready kind of move through. So there's going to be a thing, whether it be a personal thing for me, or whether it be, you know, like bombs dropping in air here in the United States. I don't know. Whether it be some kind of a civil war. I don't know. Whether it be a power outage, a blackout, actual zombies. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. Death. So the Magician, we got the Magician. You got a life of luxury. We got a Magician here. What their hope and their fear is death. They want that ending for you. Your spiritual identity is very magnificent. You're the universal gatekeeper. Daughter of God. They've had you as a prisoner of war for centuries, and they have kind of cycled you through lifetime after lifetime, and they've tortured you lifetime after lifetime. But the bridge was connected, and your upper dimensional families know what has been going on here, not only with this one, but with all of their own tribes' upper dimensional souls, right? How they've been consumed by these nasties. And then their identity has been kind of hijacked, and they've been assuming the role of your son or daughter, but they're really just an evil little consumer. Somebody commented, angels taste so good. Yeah, apparently they do. It's like most everybody in the world is doing it, I guess. We get a new beginning. So hope and fear is death, and then we get a new beginning. So we're going to get some clarification, see how it's going. Balance, time management. And Ace of Pentacles. There's Ace of Pentacles, so there's an abundance here. And we've got a heavy burden for the devil. It could be that this is a completion of the heavy burden that you have been placed under by this codependent toxicity. And it could very well be that the Queen of Wands is getting a new love offer, but we've got abuse here, okay? We've got abusive relationships. They want to offer you abuse. Why? Because very quickly you're coming into your 10 of Pentacles that God is giving you, that comes with total love and support and a secure foundation. You have maintained control. There's an overseas opportunity. There could be some kind of an enterprise being prepared. The law of cause and effect is in order, and there's going to be some letting go of folks who have been hard at work against this high priestess. The wheel is turning here, and they're being restricted because of the illusions that they were casting with their effort. You were able to persevere, and you have attracted your person. Yeah, you're gonna get your new love offer, but beware, because there's, you know, everybody. So what they call it, I heard these youngers calling it this. Well, it's time to walk exact edge definition. I guess that means it's time to copy people perfectly. But then they could have been talking about being born on the day of Flint, a day of Flint, perhaps the 13th, the day of Flint, maybe. They didn't realize that you are familiar with walking the edge of the blade. So we got Queen of Pentacles here, a working parent. She's supporting people financially, nurturing people, setting them up. We've got unexpected event. So it came and it kind of slid into the reverse. So unexpected event. I want to face this together. I want to hold your hand in the midst of chaos and calm you. I want to walk through this storm with you and never let go. I need to release my fears and fully support you. So Queen of Pentacles is here. This isn't an unexpected event. This was supposed to happen. And these ones have been trying desperately to stop it. They knew that she was going to be here setting up a whole new environment for the territory. And it was not going to include pedophiles or sex trafficking. These men and these religious folks that like to study earth angels, they're real mad because you're giving generously, and everybody knows. That's what the people are saying. They like you. They appreciate you. You're helping people. You're not hurting anybody. You don't want to dominate anybody. You're giving them a stable foundation so that they can then get in touch with their inner, and then fortify the connection with source, and then get into the receiving and manifesting, right? As source connected beings, moving away from this kind of shit and stepping into, you know, what it is we truly are. And these men want to stop it. They want to hurt this woman so bad. They're so upset that the women are being lifted up into a status of dignity and authority. It's pitiful listening to them. Shredder. You're not in the shredder. So there's no more small offerings. Okay, so we're given charity. There's no more small offerings. It says, I realize how foolish I was to treat you as a mere distraction. Our connection deserved more respect, but I let myself and others treat it as insignificant. So we've got a work, like a mother type figure, like this magistrate, empress, high priestess. She's giving charity. Somebody is challenged because you're no longer accepting small offerings. We're not here generating men who have nothing to offer. in this new territory, they're gonna be able to, they're gonna come with this. It's gonna be an equal match. So we're not doing that. We're gonna stop doing that. No more small freaking offers. So there's generosity here, charity. We're not making any more small offers. This isn't a small offer. This is like a house, land, opportunity to really be with the source, right? And this shredder, so there's no shredder. Something's not in the shredder. I want to awaken your memories of us, but is it too late? Will you grasp the depth of our bond or misunderstand my intentions? Yeah. So they treated it as, they want to kind of they don't want to go in the shredder, man. But they are going in the shredder. They're coming in. You're not accepting small offerings anymore. They don't want to go in the shredder, and you're not accepting small offer anymore. It's too bad. This charity isn't for people who have nothing to offer or who don't want to develop soul value that can improve the value and the stability of their family tree. I mean, life is hard, man. Evolving through challenges is difficult. But if you're serious about gaining soul value, which it appears everybody is because they really like the value part of it, you got to go through the suffering. Otherwise, they're not going to get the charity. She's not giving it to them. They don't want to go in the shredder. Well, that's too bad. She's not accepting, small offers. Those people who don't have anything to offer. What she's giving people isn't a small offer. Maybe what she's doing is saving people from going in the shredder. Those people who have realized how foolish it was to treat love as a mere distraction. Those who realized that these kinds of connections deserve more respect. So those people who have recognized that these sacred, intimate unions deserve more respect are getting some charity. She's guiding them. They got a new guide. Somebody that's actually a universal gatekeeper. Somebody who's freaking way high dimensional and connections. And these men here, these magicians and these religious men are so pissed. They had her as a prisoner of war for centuries, and she's free now. And she's divvying out the wealth, building a new community. We got the 9 of Wands here. She's weary, man. Her soul is weary. These guys it's been cycle after cycle after cycle, but the curse is broken. She's back in status, and we'll just have to wait and see whether it occurs again. The beautiful thing about it is that she doesn't give up, man. Regardless of the brutality that these people have been forcing upon her for centuries, she doesn't give up, and she's here trying one more time to help. At the same time that these youngers are getting these things in their head. There could be boundaries, like the boundaries are up. Their boundaries are up. Deadline. You're weary. Deadline. Your boundaries are up. You're focusing on what can be done now, not what has been delayed. Breaking the cycle of procrastination with small steps. So you're weary. There's a deadline. You're almost to the deadline. You're about there. You're about there. So there's judgment here. And the Chariot. You could be calling a judgment on who has to leave. That's what they're saying. Apparently, somebody who prostituted people, a woman, came in with an application for entry, and she was told, no, you cannot come in because this is what you do, and you can't be in the house of the children. And they're very upset that they're getting cut out of this charity. They're very upset that she can see. So we got reaching out first. Calling a judgment on who has to leave. The divine feminine gets to reach out first, and there's a rejection here. Honor. So they're rejecting what? People who tried to steal her honor. Inflated stories and distorted truths. Those people who, so she's reaching out first and rejecting those who have no honor. Those who have no honor are getting rejected. Because they allowed their reputation to overshadow their authenticity. We've got the Page of Swords here, having a lot of mental energy regarding your Nine of Cups, your wish come true. The Judgment is movement, forward movement. You're departing. You're reaching out first, rejecting, saying no. Rejecting those who've been stealing your honor. You're rejecting those who've been stealing your honor. You're not taking small offers. These guys have been coming in wanting to be your man, right? And in the past many lifetimes you accepted, but it appears this lifetime you're like, no, 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 no. You know who you are. There's nobody here that can match you. Nobody. There's nobody that can offer you an equal exchange. Whether they're calling themselves a priest or whatever, they cannot offer you what you are. There's no one here in this realm that can offer you an equal exchange. It's simply true. They've been stealing your honor while you've been earning it, accruing it. And now, after all of these lifetimes and the truth of them stealing your honor, your initiation rewards, your ascension gift, your golden ticket home, keeping you and the wealth that you are away from your upper dimensional Star Nation soul tribe and the divine masculines that were waiting for your return. Sending up a replacement, wearing your memories and your energy, harvested, fooling everybody. Espionage kids, sacrificing the kids and then bringing up a replacement. That's what they've been doing. Sacrificing the children and then replacing them with one of these lower vibrational entities. And they've been flooding the upper dimensional Star Nation soul tribes and their space, their territories with these things. And they're telling me to be quiet right now. They're so mad that I'm speaking. This is Spirit's message, though. It's flowing. It is what it is, and of course, it's probably going to get me unalive. But this is what it is. I mean, I guess I survived 22 years of mental RAP for a reason, right? I guess. So we got a Page of Swords here, looking for new ways of communication. Could be having some restless mental energy regarding your Nine of Cups, your wish come true, your life of luxury. We've got loneliness here, a distant twin flame, fueling your spiritual journey and inner growth. Loneliness. We've got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, renewal, resting. Somebody's being laid to rest. Something's being laid to rest. Recuperating. You're making plans for the future. Ew. Oath. You could be spiritually wed. You're spiritually wed. These guys, this is bad news. How are you going to come in there and steal your spiritual identity when you're already spiritually wed? and probably highly protected. How are they going to replace you? How are they going to steal your spiritual identity when you're already wed? That's bad news for them. Oh no, you're recuperating. You're already wed. Unity and diversity. You've made an oath. You could be the rose. You're throwing bouquets. So you're covering people in your protection, in your energy, your contracting, your blessing. So these people that are in the territory that are being covered by your protection, and these pimps and these red rumming sacrificial whatever the hell, they are not allowed in. No more sacrificing the children, no more replacing them with a lookalike or whatever, a demon child. No, no, no. Divinely guided toward union. She's taking charge of who is going to have access to the collective soul. Now, some people are going to say, don't take away my right to love who I want to. No, no, no. Man, there were 21 varieties or species of human beings, and there's one left, Homo sapiens, and like 60% of them are going to go away. We got like 40%. It's crucial that they be protected. It's crucial that their soul be treated seriously. This could be the end of the species entirely. These guys were transitioning everybody into a one not male, not female flesh suit. They were trying to get rid of us. And so this is our opportunity to make certain that we don't disappear. And it's so important. And I don't think the magistrate is saying, that you can't do this or you can't do that. It's like you can do whatever you want, but she's not letting in a pimp or a soul harvester to suck you dry and to overtake your consciousness so that they can go up and continue making war with these upper dimensional star nations. As universal gatekeeper, it's probably one of her responsibilities to make sure that these gates of the mental body, the heart space, and all of these gates, that they be protected. Man, the original organic human being is a precious, super sensitive transmitter receiver. And, you got these guys that are throwing in toxins, poisons, all these kinds of chemicals that they're injecting into everything, bioengineered, whatever. They're messing with the biology of people bad, which could potentially affect the mental body or the gate or the hold or the well-being of any of the gates, right? Which could present issues for astral body tearing and weaknesses that darker, denser energies can then kind of wiggle into. When you survive centuries of soul brutality, they were intending to harvest this woman's soul, and she was able to survive it. And now she's there. She knows exactly what needs to occur in order to protect this family. And there's a lot of men, or masculines, I should say, entities presenting themselves as masculines that are very mad about it. This is their free-for-all. They were feeding. They had a feeding frenzy, a gluttonous feeding frenzy on the light, on the luminary, on the soul of the luminary. So she has an oath. She's protected. She's no longer solitary over there. And she has a real devoted protector and family. They're not going to let anybody touch her because they recognize the connections and the lies and the destruction of infidelity and the muddying of the energy, the polluting of it with these lower vibrational entities. It degraded the energetic signature of the upper dimensional beings, the high vibrational beings, by muddying the sexually with these lower vibrational entities. So everybody was kind of swimming around in a sick sexual defilement of grossness, right? Twin flame. So the twin flames, you're coming into the fruits of your labor, a life of a luxury. These twin flames are coming into what it is that they have deserved. Now you've got some folks out there, like I mentioned, they're trying to overtake the spiritual identity of this magistrate, but she is wed and protecting those people who protect her. And I guess I heard somebody else say that if they protect her, God will give them reward. That by protecting the mother, they will be earning reward. See, now these other ones, they were saying you could get a reward if you can, the more roses you can snag, the more you'll get, right? Well, God's like, you know what? You protect the roses, you make sure nobody defiles them or desecrates them, and you will get rewarded. And that seems to be the new scenario within this new territory. So we got the Magician in the central energy and ultimatum. You could be manifesting an ultimatum. There could be a magician getting an ultimatum. It could be that God is manifesting an ultimatum. Power. Skill. Yeah. Somebody is getting some severe consequences for what it is they've been doing to this person. This person is here to guide the families. And this was supposed to happen a long time ago. But apparently the Greeks, this is a goddess of time, guys. The Greeks did not like her perception of reality. And they wanted to F little boys. There's history, thousands of years of these pedophiles, man. And they've been torturing this mother figure because she's like, you sick POSs. Oh my God. And so they did all this nasty shit. And now we got God's home, Daddy's home. And that isn't just daddy. Apparently, we got somebody's husband as well. We got Deth. The Magician's getting an ultimatum, delivering an ultimatum. We've got Deth. Death to those who spread misinformation about this woman. And imprisonment. This is a new beginning, a new innocent beginning, where there's not going to be this kind of shit, people eagerly awaiting to get one over or to make somebody cry, to ruin somebody's day with their snotty little attitude. Unexpected surprise. So we got the Fool here. And we've got this surprises that spark introspection and lead to emotional breakthroughs. Unseen moments of joy that challenge your perception of what truly matters. And unexpected joys reveal hidden depths and profound connections. Surprise! You got a new beginning. There's going to be a big old package waiting for you. And I don't know what that is. Oh. Family ties. Family ties. Digital freaking detox. Because they've been exploiting everybody. So you're getting rid of the digital detox. You're moving away from these people who've been exploiting you with this digital system, and it's irrevocable, irreversible. They cannot undo the past. And there's no exit for them. They're on overload. Mr. Teddy Bear Boy, routine, contracting with people for money. Mr. Lazy Pants didn't want to support or work for or provide security for anybody that they were marrying. They just wanted the money. Now they're caught in tensions because what they got was petty gain, man. Petty, petty, petty. And now they have spiritual scarcity. I'm rich by manipulating people, by spying on people. But you restored clarity and you broke through. You gave up the alcohol, you gave up whatever you were doing, you took better care of your mind, your body. You broke through. And Casanova is seen that they were mimicking those people they were marrying or contracting with and throwing the love in the trash and trading it in for money. Mimicking their soul value by consuming them. They're getting condemned. The walls could be closing in on them. Those who were using the divine feminines for gain, monetary gain. The false flame is being held at bay because she did it herself. They left her independent. They came in, tagged it, hit it and quit it, and left her there to earn all that freaking reward that they were siphoning out in their tax money. Freaking bastards. I guess that the more roses, the more vaginas they could tag, you know, the more wealth they could get at the end of the year. Oh, let's see now. Rosie owes me 40% of her tax money. Oh, and I got Betty over there too. I'm a wealthy man, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm a wealthy man. Well, you got hidden riches because you had the ability to yield and bounce back. You have the power. You have the power. You have the power. And now you're getting a new beginning. Divine Feminine in a couple days ago, like I mentioned earlier, get ready, be ready, get ready. Something's going to happen. There's going to be this big shift. Something's going to happen. Now I got to pick these up because they fell all down. Oh my gosh. You know, it's not as easy as it once was. "46 minutes. You're not alone. They can't just come in and snatch you up. You're not alone. There's a whole community that loves you, supports you. They're getting rewarded for seeing to your safety and the safety of the community in general. It's a collective endeavor, right? So Queen of Pentacles is here, providing support, wanting to face it together, hold your hand in the midst of the chaos and calm you, wanting to walk you through the storm and never let you go, to fully support you. Somebody is stalking your socials. They could be here now. There's no unexpected event. This isn't a trick. This isn't a trick. They tried to trick everybody by spreading these lies, but it's not a trick. She's actually here doing it. We got somebody that's stalking her. You know, they're secretly obsessed. They really want to knock this woman out of her position, but they haven't suffered for thousands of years. It's so sad that she has suffered so greatly, and we got people here that are just wanting her to suffer more, and it's crazy. When she's giving the wealth to those people who actually, you know, want to be a contributing factor to the growth and the survival of humanity, rather than those who just want to suck the life out of it. It's crazy to me that people would even be objecting to this kind of thing. So we got the Six of Pentacles, charity. They're challenged. So this person's challenged. They're stalking your social records. They don't want to go on the shredder. They're sorry, they want to reach forward, but we're not accepting any small offerings anymore. Nobody has anything to offer. They didn't do any work on their soul. They didn't add any value to their soul. They didn't strengthen their connection with source. They all they have is bitterness and this freaking weird obsessiveness. This weird, sad mental condition that they're projecting and putting upon other people who are actually here, getting along with their lives, building something for the community. So they treated it as though it was insignificant, as though union was insignificant. So now it's like, well, they gaslighted everybody, manipulated everybody, twisted the truth of things, and it's seen very clearly. So they're not getting any charity. They're not getting even a small offering because they were gaslighting and hurting people in their mind, in their mental body. With this stupid addiction, sex addiction. So you're tired of it. Your boundaries are up. You persisted and you were able to survive the brutality that they had made you swim in. We've got deadline. You're about ready to hit the deadline. I never meant enough. Unchosen, rejected. Somebody missed the deadline. Somebody didn't get chosen. They're stalking your socials. They weren't chosen. They got rejected because they've been using sex to gaslight people, to twist the truth about people, to harvest their energy and play in it, to filthy their energetic signature. It's the judgment is, there could be a judgment on who's getting aboard this chariot, who's leaving. Perhaps you are leaving. We got reaching out first, and the answer is a big fat no. Those people who have no honor are getting rejected. Those people who have been harvesting the honor out of other people are getting rejected. Those people who twisted the truth about other people are getting rejected. And they're crying about it. They spent centuries or helping people for however long to destroy your world, and now they're upset because you are done explaining. You're reaching out first. You're rejecting those people who have been stealing your honor. You're done explaining. It's done. It's over. No, you can't come in. No, I'm not going to pay for you to sit here and stalk me and obsess over me, and to come in and gaslight the beautiful people that I care about. I mean, I can imagine that's what this person is saying. To treat them as though they're nothing, to hit it and quit it and then laugh at their pain. No. Page of Swords has got some mental thing going on. We got the Nine of Cups, a life of luxury, gratitude. We've got a lonely twin flame. A lonely twin flame. Love me, leave me, back and forth. Unstable affection. That keeps coming out, doesn't it? That could have been your twin flame from the past who left you alone. They're looking at your life of luxury now. They want to come back in, hit it. But the bad news is that you are recovering and you're already in a union. You're no longer alone. These ones, this is bad news. There's a rapid escalation of events happening. You're recuperating and you're resting. You're protected and you're guided toward your union. They can't just come in and take you, even though they will try. They will try. You're not alone. You have help this time. And you're no longer bound to one of these nasty jacks that pretend they love you just so that they can sacrifice you to the devil and then stay up here way above you and tell you that you're nothing but a POS while they're wearing your freaking initiate reward, your status. This is bad news. Bad news for Mr. Back and Forth. Bad news for Mr. Back and Forth. You are in an oath. Bad news for Mr. Back and Forth. We got the mother is home, and she's protecting those beautiful beings. It's like she's the purity. She's the bride. She's the sacrifice. She's the one that survived all of that and came out of it innocent. After God washed all of the shit that they had been covering her in, the core of her proved innocent. The sin that she was cloaked in wasn't hers, man. It was this dude's. They left her alone. And then she went ahead and cleaned up and got herself a new dude. A new beau. And now this old twin flame back there, they're all like, oh, freaking no. You got your life of luxury here and twin flame. You're with your true twin flame. This false flame is like, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You lost me. So you're with your twin flame. So the 9 of Pentacles, life of luxury, the twin flames are together now, and they said this is the final straw. They're making a freaking power move. They lost her. These people who were playing around, they lost her. They lost her. Her roses, her purity is protecting others, and she's with her twin. Evolving separately, becoming whole individually, and we got you lost me. Now, it could the back and forth, whoever that was. Well, I don't know now. We're going to have to wait and see. That could have been a previous, you got a new. Now, when this all started, like a couple years ago, 3 years, maybe even longer, it was like one of the messages was that they lost their dream come true when they came for you, and you're getting a new family tree. Meaning, this contract is over, and you have yourself a new twin flame. And it's the final damn straw. It's the final damn straw. You're making a power move. We got this magician here and ultimatum. You deserve better. The magician, ultimatum, you deserve better. There could be a magician that's delivering an ultimatum to somebody because you deserve better. Maybe there's a magician receiving an ultimatum because you deserve better. You've realized your self-worth. They're going to have to repeat a cycle. Death. They were spreading misinformation about you. Those who have spread misinformation about you, try to defile your character, they're being imprisoned. Because they were threatening your peace. They were rallying people up to hate you and spread lies. And then to create video content to back them up, even though it was all false. And then they were broadcasting that shit throughout the galaxy, telling everybody how bad you were. Universal Gatekeeper, they defiled this woman so fucking bad. The tea is cold now. No more drama. No more drama over it. The past has expired. Getting up from the table, you deserve better. That should have been done. That you gave them your all. You gave them your all. The tea is cold now. You're letting them go. They're going to go on. And it should have been done already. This imprisonment shit should have been done already. It's dragging on. You gave them your all. And the tea is cold. You're not taking any more drama. The past is expired. You're over it. You're getting a new beginning with the Fool card. And you're getting an unexpected surprise. Used then discarded, thrown away, devalued, emotional trash. It could be that you're going to get an unexpected surprise because you were used and then discarded. So it's like you're going to be getting a really big surprise for what these guys did to you. These guys, these gals, defiling your name, your reputation. Oh, because it's glow up time, honey. It's time for you to get all that energy back. You were used and discarded. They've been siphoning your life force for centuries. They've been living very nice, vibrant lives, feeling very happy while they suck the song out of you. It wasn't love, it was control. And you've glowed up. And you're going to get more glow up. Absolutely. Because these people, it was inconsistent. It's like what they were doing was inconsistent. It was sweet and then sour. They're frauds. They're frauds. They're making pretend. They're making pretend. Oh, look at this. And this was on, it wasn't love. It wasn't love. And you're done. You deserve better. You deserve better. They wanted you in this space, in this grieving mode all the damn time. And you deserve better. It could be that you're manifesting a change, or that maybe there is a magician here manifesting a change. It could be a magi. Maybe God is working God's magic. Well, God's creator magic anyway. Whatever you want to call it. Miss you. So we've got unexpected event in the reverse. This is not an unexpected event. They knew that this day was coming, that the Queen of Pentacles was going to be building a new community in which all of those who were serious about propagating or proliferating or continuing generating children so that the human race can continue. God, we almost got depleted completely, guys. 40%, and not everybody is healthy. You know, fitness wise. Some of us are old. These guys really did a number. They had specific intentions of eliminating our vessels and our spirit selves, and then whenever we came back or whatever, that we would have like a universal body type, androgynous. So the Queen of Pentacles is setting everybody up. She wants to help them, guide them. She is the guide, the universal counselor, the universal gatekeeper. She's the one who says you can stay or you can go. And that's the position that she's in. And you've got a lot of people making a lot of drama about it. They've been having their little fest, their gluttonous little F fest. And it's over. And they're very mad. They're calling this woman dangerous because she knows what they have been doing to the babies and to everyone else. And she's directly linked with Source, Creator, who has the capacity to deliver, you know, what he said that they would get, what they deserve. Their intentions shall be their gift. You're missed. We got stalking their socials. Somebody's stalking your socials, watching, lurking, secretly obsessed. They may miss you. You're not letting them in. Shredder in the reverse. Somebody's not going into the shredder. You're no longer accepting small offerings. You're giving charity to those people who aren't. You're giving charity to people. It's not small offerings. Gaslighted, manipulated. Somebody is challenged because they gaslighted people and they twisted the truth about people. Intuition. They could have tapped into your intuition while you were trapped as a prisoner of war, and they could have misguided people, you know, using your intellectual property to F people over, man. Twisted the truth. They were harvesting other people's trapped roses from their intellectual property, their divine messaging, and then they were misguiding people. Wearing your face. Trying to frame you as unworthy of universal gatekeeper position, of planetary stabilizer, as a wife or a mother, or just a woman in general, having the right to live and be happy without these jacks constantly forcing their way into your energy field. You're weary, you're persistent, and your boundaries are firm. somebody, this person, who was stalking you, who was pretending to be you, who was interpreting your messages in a bad way. They got rejected. They got rejected at the gate. It could be that they're thinking about you getting rejected at the gate all of those lifetimes. You never meant enough to any of these people. You were giving them everything. And they had you in a little jar, and they were pissing in it and shitting in it and transferring magically all their baneful, sinful shit, forcing you to bear the blame and the shame of it. Trash, man. This person was doing videos, wearing your face, your energy, and broadcasting it throughout the land as though it was you, twisting the truth. There is a judgment here. They got to leave. Somebody's leaving. You're leaving. Reaching out first. You're rejecting those who've been stealing your honor. You're saying no to those who don't have any honor. You're done explaining it. It's like there's no explanation necessary. This has been thousands of years. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Anybody who comes up and says, why? Get in my head. Get in your energy and demand that you give them something. When they've been ripping your heart out, wearing your face, pretending to be a whore, and then broadcasting it throughout the freaking universe, they're demanding that you treat them with respect and give them a house. This forgotten person, they've known you for a long time. They've been living a long, long life, siphoning the energy from your womb. We've got messages. There could be a forgotten person that wants to start communicating with you. You're done explaining to this forgotten person. So Page of Swords has got restless mental energy regarding this Nine of Cups, this life of luxury, your wish come true. There's loneliness here for this twin flame who stayed far away from you. Love me, leave me, love me, leave me. They would come in, they would re-tap and tag you, and then they would bail. Once again. Oh, isn't that weird? Bail and ball kind of. There's no more apple for this twin. No more apple for that twin. Look, you're not running away. You did not run away. And it could be that they did not remember, and maybe they can't solve the puzzle. Well, how is it that you got out of that? This guy prostituted your womb, and he thought that he was going to come in and re-up that contract. It could be that, it could very well, no, that's a love me, leave me shit, no. It could be that this is the end of that cycle. Love me, leave me. Apple in the reverse. You're not going to be available for that anymore. You're not running away. It could be that you have a distant twin flame. You got chew. Deep thinking. You're not thinking about this person. You don't remember this person. It's a forgotten person. You don't know who that person is. They got disconnected from you. This is a snake. Distant twin that's been sacrificing you and then presenting themselves with a Jezebel as you up in that upper space. They've lost the apple. They've lost you. And now you're risen up into your universal gatekeeper position, and they're like, oh shit, you recovered. The contract is over. They no longer have contract with you. You are in an oath with somebody else, and your protection is going to that family or those connections, this new territory. This is very, very bad news. Back and forth, freaking yo-yo, den. Now they're confused. Mr. Back and Forth is confused because you have the crown. You mastered yourself. You freaking mastered yourself. They're like, oh no. So Mr. Distant Twin Flame thought that he would come back from his high and mighty, lofty place that he gained by sacrificing you. He and his now girlfriend are having his little trashy whore that they've been making videos and broadcasting throughout the galaxy as you. What a scum. You were the freaking crown all along. And this piece of shit has been out there pretending to be royalty. They're being dismantled now. Everything that they stole is being taken back. And they're whining and crying like insufficient, spoiled children do. Overly privileged on somebody else's suffering. You guys, we're getting a new beginning. You lost me. So we got a new twin flame coming into this life of luxury. The old twin is out. Sorry, fella. You got your trash. You got what you wanted. You got what the hell you wanted, fella. And you lost this person. They're getting a new beginning. They're with a new twin flame. And this magician could be delivering an ultimatum or gaining an ultimatum. You deserve better. It wasn't love, man. The truth is exposed. That was a piece of shit. You did some investigation. You looked for it. This mystery is solved. There's death here to those who are spreading misinformation about you and imprisonment. It should have been done a long time ago. This has been dragging on for centuries. The tea is cold. No more drama. The past has expired. She gave these people their all. And now they're not getting anything. And they're drinking, trying to drown out the pain. So there's a new beginning here. Because this person was used and discarded, they're getting an unexpected surprise. It's glow up time. It's glow up time. So get ready. You're going to probably get an influx of energy as these terrorists that have been feeding on souls are removed. Uninvited guests. Yeah, so these uninvited guests are having accidents. There's a big change. Yeah, and there's confused. This mysterious uninvited guest, they're confused. There's a big change. Why? Because you are here. You're singing your soul song in the haven. This is protected. You are the royalty, and you are here, and you're devoted to sharing the protections and the blessings with the people there. You got these nasty freaking people that trapped you in a marriage contract a long time ago. And they betrayed you in a very big way. But you're home now. And your soul is online. And this is a sacred space. And these people will be in eternal regret for sacrificing the key that they needed for a luxurious lifestyle. They let you go. They threw you in the trash, and God said, oh, okay. Gave the crown away. Or took it back. Divine timing. We're having the law of cause and effect here. The scales are being balanced. And we've got somebody out there. She's a Libra. So the scales are being balanced. So we've got these youngers out there and their overlords, or their religious sorcerer, whatever the hell kind of coven or clique this is. They're out there with the youngers, and they're bringing in the youngers to try to target these women. Mental clarity, mental energy. They're looking at your 9 of freaking cups. This could be a distant, or forgotten person. That was supposed to be here with you, but instead they prostituted your womb and then partied over there in the heavenly space with their Jezebel, the snake, in your effing house. This effer took your fucking crown and gave it to this bitch who's stalking you now, and then lived in that heavenly place and pulled from your womb and led everybody down a path of incoherency because this shithead was misinterpreting your messaging. They were gaslighting everybody, twisting the truth, making pornographic movies, wearing your face and spreading it throughout the freaking galaxy. And now they want to come back in? No, bitch. And not you either. Taboo, bitch. You were doing shit to purity that you should not have been doing for money. And now you're being let go. There could be a cool down in the shadows. You're going to lose the sun. You're going to lose all of the light. There will be no soul harvesting. Any of you thinking you're going to get away with the sacrifice of a high dimensional, highly vibrational, and light-filled being? Absolutely not. God is not going to let you have it. Snake, you're not going to have it. We're committed. There's a commitment. These powerful women will rise. And you nasty jacks out here bringing your fucking Jezebel snakes up into our domain, our sacred space. You left this. Called it a dime a dozen. You tormented it. You don't get it back. This person never gave up hope and discovered the truth about this clown, the hidden truth of what happened here in the tribe of Lyra, what this clown did to this daughter. He's been living over there high on the fucking hog with a lookalike. This little pimp. Pimping people over here in the 3D, living up there high on the hog with his Jezebel fucking floozy, wearing somebody else's face and crown. You nasty fuckers. There's a history here, born with talent. You guys, there's a miracle here. Animal friends, you're firm. They're firm, firm, firm. This lioness has transformed. While you guys were out there jerking around, gambling with everybody, these third-party enemies will be silenced. And there is going to be an encounter here. There is divine intervention on this addiction, this stupid process. You being alone. There's now reconciliation. You've been alone this whole fucking time, and these guys have been out there pretending that they've been living a whole life with you for centuries while they've been burning you alive, crucifying you at the stake, ganging, raping you to death, defiling you, desecrating everything. No more people for you, bitch. You're gonna lose access to the sun and all of its vitality, and you shall never get it back. And now they're stalking this magistrate in the 3D and in the spirits, in the astral space. They intend to steal this person's spiritual identity and then destroy or torment or torture the physical self. She's not alone. She has mastered herself, and everybody can see very clearly that it is her. And these people are going to be destroyed because that is their intention for her. And God said that their intention shall be their gift. They will never take anything from her again. They will never receive charity from her again. They will never RAPE the children in this territory again. They will never harvest and consume their soul again. Never will a pimp and his Jezebel recruiter be in the territory again. Never will they receive the best that we have to offer again. They're out. They've consumed far too many souls, and they can never compensate. So, they think that they're going to get lucky and snatch the 3D vessel and then bring torment to it, therefore snatching the spirit and therefore snatching the identity once again. Jezebel. Jezebel is stalking your socials, magistrate, upper dimensional gal, whatever you want to call yourself. Jezebel is stalking your socials because you're the one with the money. And you're the one with the reputation. You're the one that with the Star Nation Soul Tribe, the upper dimensional wisdom. You're the one that has that. This person has been siphoning your intellectual property and misinterpreting it, twisting the message, and guiding people into this soul harvest. Whoever that twit is, that lonely twin flame over there in the heavenly place with his little girlfriend, he promised her everything. He promised her this magistrate's life and position. This fraud. He's been here, this curator has been here insisting that he owns all of the Earth Angelic's life, force, and merchandise. Hey there, boy. Mirroring. They were tapped into the consciousness of this woman and they were hijacking her intellectual property. They were misleading everybody while mirroring as her, creating all kinds of trashy, stupid little orgy shit, laying the energy back on her. And no, you did not mean enough at all. Their intention was to get this magistrate scene like that, but guess what? He didn't care a shit about her either. Missed the deadline. You're weary. They failed. They don't want anybody to know this. They cannot run away. You did not run away. They do not have connection to the apple anymore. They do not have connection to source. They have been found out to be a fraud. Apparently, the curator is being handled. But he's got moles in the territory. Sweet-talking people. He's got moles in the territory. Sweet-talking people. Yep, they thought it was a great idea. And now they're realizing that it's not. We've got judgment. They got to get the hell out of here, or you're going to make the first move. You are reaching out first. You're rejecting those who've been stealing your honor lifetime after lifetime. It's an absolute effing no. For those who have no honor, you're done explaining. There is no explanation. Mister, I don't remember who the hell you are. Okay, don't send me a message. Do not send me a message. Look, free. The message is that this magistrate is free. This high dimensional dignitary is free. This person who is mastered themselves is free. This daughter of the lion is free. This fraud, love me then leave me, coming back in to reattach themselves to your womb and then pull everything out of your consciousness while giving you a suffering. This little snake is going to get exactly what they deserve. Backstabbing, Mr. Arrogant, my way, piece of shit, brutalizing pimp. Living in the heavens with his Jezebel whore, sacrificing children and replacing them with devil lookalikes so that they can overcome the upper dimensional Star Nation Soul Tribe and anybody who supports them. You're laying it to rest. With the Four of Swords, you have an oath. There's unity and diversity. You've got the crown. You've mastered yourself. You are top level. You're no longer alone. And that's bad news for this fellow. Back and forth, Mr. Confusion. There's no more workplace affairs. Do not get it going. And there's no more coping. There's no more drinking to cope. Nope. Drinking isn't going to help. They can't cope with it. What do you mean I can't go shag anybody I want wherever I'm at? No. You can't go tap and tag the freaking vagina or the anus of any freaking buddy anymore. Stay out of the territory, you fiend. Side hustling piece of shit. Selling the souls and the energy of earth angels. shady, mask-wearing illusionist. That's who this curator is. They've lost you, and now you're getting a new beginning. You're getting a new beginning with an actual twin flame, with a true twin flame, not with some side hustling, backstabbing, pimp, red rumming, soul freaking eater, worthless piece of shit. We got a magician here delivering an ultimatum, or there's a magician getting an ultimatum. This wasn't love. The fantasy has crashed. The truth has been exposed, and you deserve better, woman. You realize that. You are getting an empowerment you've looked for, investigated, and discovered the true colors of everyone here. Some say that she fell to tell. Some say that she was outcast, set up for a crime that she didn't do, but that she actually left the garden willingly, instructed by the Lion King to learn as much as you can about as much as you can. And so through many generations of or lifetimes of suffering, all of this truth has come out. She is reinstated in the position that she rightfully should have always been in, and this piece of shit curator, twin flame, is going down. True colors are seen. True colors are seen. They've been eating the flesh, drinking the blood of our family, while living in the house of the family. And now they want to come back into this territory, and the magistrate's like, boff on freaking goo, you shit. Spiritual freaking guru having an ego death. Go ahead and fall all the way down back into your little nest. That's where he belongs. He's a phony trickster. He was never a twin flame. He's just a fraud. Oh, curator, were you my twin flame, you piece of shit? He was somebody's twin flame. There's Deth here for those who were spreading misinformation about you. This should have been done a long time ago. The little piece of shit is going to prison. You gave this entire family everything, while this little Jezebel bitch was wearing a mask and doing pornography, mirroring your energy in this upper dimensional space. It wasn't this magistrate. Left you hanging. Left you hanging in the reverse. Somebody wants to drink. Oh, I love you. Somebody's drinking because this is closure. This is closure. They left you, and you're no longer being left on red. Somebody actually loves you. They're drinking. You gave them everything. Their true colors are seen. You're getting a new beginning here. You were used and then discarded by these nasty mirror magic filth. Your soul song is being sung. You got a major glow up coming. You are in the haven. These uninvited guests are having an accident. There's some kind of a mysterious thing. They're losing sleep. Yeah. So what? We've got mystery, illusion. They're confused. The uninvited guest is confused. They're losing sleep. They're worried. They're thinking about you. This psycho doesn't want to let go of your light. That's the truth. It's a freaking psycho. They don't want to let go of your light. But this reckless sex is being blocked. That's all this piece of shit is. And all of his little Jezebels, they're being blocked too. Look at her. Get out of here. You're not even a good actress. Your spiritual gifts are here with somebody else now. They gained spiritual gifts by marrying people who had them, and then detaching from them. They prostituted the queen bee's womb, leaving her there alone. They did all these pornographic things making videos and then wearing the face of this queen bee, and they tried to present it as though she was that, so that the twin flame of the love child would leave them alone. In a trap of a toxic lifestyle. Now they're running and they're under pressure. They don't have any more strings to divine masculine. So they're doing love spells, trying to get somebody to pay their karmic wit lesson. You love yourself. They were doing love spells on people who actually loved themselves and then giving them their karmic lesson, their karmic debt. There is criminal legal matters here, because these people that are in these positions wearing her identity are frauds. None of them belong in this status. They married the crown, and then they sacrificed the crown, and then they put this piece of shit in here to interpret the messaging and mislead people. Romance, divine feminine. There's a romance for divine feminine. Somebody actually loves her and they're heartbroken because it's too late. Or it could just be that romance with divine feminine is too freaking late. These guys are stalking from secret accounts. So they're going to go around and around, and they're in their feelings shocked. Shocked. Shocked, I tell you. They were happy single, being fake busy. Draining the freaking womb of power, the eternal life of this woman. She got her wish, man. She was praying that those people who were saying that they love her, but then treating her like they hated her, yeah, it's over. Bad freaking news. It's over. And it's goodbye. Good freaking bye, man. Massive regrets. Who gives a shit? Because your family actually misses you. Your true family. This piece of shit crook has been up there in the upper dimensional space with his copycat little Jezebel piece of shit. He took somebody else up there. She's been living up there wearing this magistrate's identity, interpreting the messages that were not hers and leading people down a path of incoherency, leading them to the slaughter. And now the magistrate is back and she says, you shall not come into this territory, you freaking pimp. They don't have a job. They never had a job. They just get married to somebody who has status. And now they're feeling like shit because they're getting rejected by God, who is fed up. And the daughter is turning her back, man. We're closing the freaking cycle. This pathway of them consuming the daughters of Eden. Piss off. You and your karmic ties going to get your readings for your thug. Ew. You're going to go to the police station. You're going to go to the police station. The jackass has a secret. Oh no. The jackass, what? He knows the secrets? He's been gaining secrets by bumping heads. Living in the moment, the history of it. They're effed up over you now, coming into a whole bunch of karma. And they might try to send you a love message or whatever. Oh, the psycho bitch finally got caught. Oh, that's good. That's good. And now they're sitting there trying to say, be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you say. Why? You got a Jezebel wearing a queen's crown. Making pornographic movies while wearing it and broadcasting it throughout the freaking territory of the freaking lion. Her family, her upper dimensional Star Nation family. High soprano status. They've lost connection with this person. They can't run away. They're not going to get away. They will not get away. Mr. Arrogant. Having it my way. Mr. Snake. Mr. Snake is Snake. Mr. Snake is Snake. All right, well, let's see what's going on with the Mr. Snaky Snake. Let's just see. I'm just going to pull a few of these old things. Mr. Snaky Snake. Curator must have been my long ago twin flame. No wonder that bitch is in my head so freaking much. Be careful of what you say. I don't have to be careful of what I say. Why don't you get out of my house? How about you get out of my house, Jezebel? How about you take that crown off your head and get out of my house? Eat the pain? Huh. Really? Really? Unexpected income. You got unexpected income coming. They miss you. They miss unexpected income. They want unexpected income. They're challenged because you're not in the shredder. They're challenged because you're giving charity to those who have realized that they should have treated intimate union with more respect. This Jezebel was mirroring you, gaslighting others, trying to translate your intellectual property. I wonder which one this is. Which royal family do you suppose this is? I know there's one coming undone. Magic of the nymphs. They think that they're re-trapped in a procrastination cycle with no end in sight, and yes, they are. They've lost you. They were doing their freaking pornography, wearing your face, wearing your crown, sweet talking others, acting like you're a whore. Up in your upper dimensional soprano house, this bitch is up there acting like a whore, wearing your face and energy. Misleading everybody in the community, in the territory. Teaching the boys how to astral project and harvest single women's wombs. How to RAP them from an unseen space, man. Really? This is what you want for families? They're going to prison, is what they're going to do. They're under judgment. They have to get out of the territory. The women are reaching out first because they're saying a big F you no to those who've been stealing their honor and who have nothing to offer. Dreamweaver, they're no longer going to be able to tap into your dreams. You're free of that. And then we've got Lotus Eyes. It came out in the reverse also. They're losing their third eye sight. They won't be able to astral project to you. They won't be able to astral spy on you. They won't be able to come into your dreams. They won't be able to send you messages. This is a forgotten person, but his sound of his voice is right there. And his little Jezzy friend, he promised her everything. He promised that she would have everything. Masks. Infinite masks. Infinite. These people have been wearing masks of many people. They're shape-shifting identity thieves. They've been out there wearing the masks of these roses, these sacrificed roses that they have been consuming in the upper dimension. They've been sacrificing the children and others in this upper dimensional space wearing this woman's mask. Oh. On the outside looking in, yes, we had to go get some information. We got justice is incoming. Yes, because they're going to reap what they have sown. They will reap what they have sown. They will reap what they have sown. We got the Four of Swords here. You're resting and recuperating, letting things go to mess. You are the master. You are the top level. You are the bride. You have the oath. You're sharing your beautiful roses, your protections, your upper dimensional, freaking high vibrational, soul pronto, royal protections are in this territory. And you've got these nasty jacks, these criminal freaking priests, this curator, And all of these nasty jacks who have been trafficking and prostituting people throughout the universe are trying to convince the younger masculines in this territory to Judas this magistrate once again. They say, yeah, well, we're going to take it from her again. Really? Really now? They think that this magistrate is going to be seen as cruel, as vicious, as, you know, going to dominate the whole world and blah, 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 blah. No, man. How about you just stop letting in rapists and those people who siphon the soul and the vital force out of the children? How about that? Let's just start there. It's not a brothel. And these people have been treating it as a brothel, and they've been wearing her face. This bitch. She's got some serious debt, man. Where did that card go? Oh, there it is. The evil entity has left. Return to sender. Breaking a curse. Black magic has failed. That curse has failed. That curator who's been up there in this magistrate's upper dimensional soprano divine star nation soul tribe family, lying about her, sacrificing the babies, sacrificing the people, replacing them with lookalikes, consuming their souls. This entity is going back on them. They are the new fodder, per God. This curator and his Jezebel whore will be the ones that get fed upon by this entity that they called forth and have committed themselves to. Nobody here is responsible for feeding that black hole soul God that you are loyal to, curator. You're such a nasty jack. Such a nasty jack. Real estate, home, house. You have the real estate, home, house. No amount of drinking is going to get this out of their mind. This is bad, bad news. A rapid escalation of events causing panic and urgency. There's a sudden crisis that's going to happen. And the unbearable truth weighs heavily on their heart. It was a back and forth. No more workplace affairs. No more nothing in the house of God. In the house of God, no, in the house of this crown, no more shall you be backing and forth, slinging your schlong at the freaking workplace, causing confusion with your sexuality, RAPing people, and then letting the RAPist free while unaliving the she or he who was RAP'd. This is stupid and ridiculous, and it's twisted, and these guys are going. They're going to get effed out, re-freaking-jected, unchosen. It wasn't her. And now this twin flame is coming back. They want to get back in your good graces, but it's too freaking bad because this magistrate is already emancipated and in a different union with a new twin. They lost you. They lost all of the twin flames. It's the final straw. None of them are coming back. All of the freaking light is being taken out of their domain. They will go into the shadows and there will be no light because there's no light in them. You're getting a new journey. This shady character, this shady mask-wearing character was side hustling the energy and the soul value, the life force essence of earth angels, of these upper dimensional soprano Star Nation soul tribes. They were consuming the souls of these upper nations. And now those upper nations are here to F them up. Every single F and one of them. And they think that they can still turn it around by getting the 3D vessel of this magistrate. And here's the thing, where everybody is prepared. Everybody's prepared. Do not freaking enter. Do not freaking enter. There is no more shit for this fairy tale trickster magician. No, you're not coming in. Nobody who's affiliated with you is coming in. Nobody who is in alignment with your nasty shit is coming in. Every freaking buddy is getting the F out, and everybody will be studied on a regular basis to make certain that they're not infiltrated. And anybody who has a problem with that can just, I guess, go live with those that they want to give their soul to. It's crazy, man. People don't understand the what's happening. You got a magician here delivering an ultimatum. You deserve better. This wasn't love. The fantasy has crashed. The truth is exposed. You've been down here in this hellhole for centuries. You have done your investigative work and you have discovered the true colors of whoever this piece of shit curator is, presenting himself as the planetary guide. And they're deluded attachments. They're freaking devil attachments. They cannot come in. They cannot come in with these devil attachments and start fucking up the consciousness of the people again. It's terrible. And it seems like it's, oh, she's a dictator. Oh, she's dangerous. Oh, she's militant. No, she's serious about the souls of the future of the human race, man, of this tribe. She's serious about the future of the soul of this tribe. And the freaking feelings of this piece of shit don't matter. The feelings of these same-sex men who hate the woman don't matter. They're not getting charity from this space, this tribe that they tried to destroy. They got deluded attachments. You deserve better. You deserve better. You're this golden energy. You've got the womb of power. Your womb is connected to every upper dimensional and every freaking system within the universe. Every soul comes through you. They didn't want you to know that. They wanted to demean you, make you a birthing person, worthy of a carpet under my feet. Said and well. So there's Deth here for those who were spreading misinformation about this magistrate, about these upper dimensional dignitary feminines. This should have been done a long time ago. It should have been already over. They're going to prison. You gave them your all. Your soul is weary. You are tired of transmuting their stupidity and their death energy and their orgy energy and all this shit. You gave them your all and it wasn't good enough. They wanted your soul. So now the tea is cold. No more drama. Over it. The past is expired. They're drinking here. Or maybe you will go out for drinks, coffee, water, tea, with somebody who's not going to leave you hanging. Somebody who actually loves you. Yeah, said and well. Somebody's upset because you're going to be meeting your person and you're rejecting this Casanova Cornholio that's been letting Jezebel wear your crown for centuries. You're getting a new beginning here and an unexpected surprise because you were used and then discarded. They treated you like trash. They manufactured orgies and other bedroom trash while this bitch was wearing your crown in your face and then broadcasting it throughout the freaking universe as though it was you. As though you were in the deepest, darkest pit of hell, suffering greatly, while they had wrapped and cursed your crown and weren't allowing you to get your messages. This bitch was getting it on with a freaking room full of men, broadcasting it throughout the universe as though she was the universal gatekeeper. You have glowed up. Your energy is, nobody can compare. It's ridiculous. They were siphoning you so badly. They took like 50 or so % of your life force, and then they were giving you suffering on top of that. And death energy and all of that. They meant to take you out. They wanted you gone. Keep up the vision, continue to dream, third eye open, achieve your goals, trust the process, see into the future, prophetic dreams, and clarity is what you have. You're getting an unexpected surprise. It's a big surprise. You're going to get a big glow up, a big transformation. This psycho doesn't want to let you go. This is an uninvited guest. They may have an accident. You have solved the mystery. This stupid confusion of this asshole. They're losing sleep. They don't know what to do because you're out here singing. You're out here talking. People can see you clearly that this is you. And that he's just an asshat imitator, consuming souls, being just like them. Fucking loser. God, I hope I was never connected to that piece of shit. Oh, he's a maniac. Okay, well, you're singing your soul song here. It's obvious that it's you, and you are in the sacred space. There's people there who wish to possess your spiritual identity and then claim that position once more. So they're attacking your spirit, or they're there spying on your spirit with the intentions of doing such a thing. The bad news is that you are already in another connection and you aren't alone anymore. No amount of drinking is going to help that. No amount of drink. It's a trick, buddy. Yeah, trick. A scheme to deceive you, deception, gaslighting, and manipulation. So keep the vision. Keep your clarity around because a trick is coming from this stupid clown. He's not going to get his wish, though. It's not going to come true because you're not part of the plan. You're avoiding problems, trying something new. You're abandoning this danger. These people who play mind games with you, they lie, they attempt to disempower, and that's exactly what they're doing. They want the influence and the control of this daughter of the lion, this narcissist. But you have transformed through the storm, and these ones are disconnected from the kitties, and you can't fix them. You tried. There's absolutely no freaking way that you can fix them, even with your higher dimensional wisdom and all of those graceful, beautiful technological advancements that you have. You cannot fix them. So they're disconnected from you and every beautiful thing that you have, mystical cat. You're no longer protecting them. You're no longer warding off evil for them. They chose to be evil. Let them have their soup. So they were spreading rumors, verbal abuse, lies, slander, judgment, psychological projection, and everybody can see it clearly now. They don't own you. There's a detachment from this domination. You have escaped and you are free. You wanted your peace and you were prepared for war, and you still are. You could be receiving a gift. Because this thief had stolen your money, the ravens are coming to take this POS away. They're going to take that piece of shit away. Because you don't care about this piece of shit anymore. You've transformed. A beautiful transformation is coming. So enjoy the silence because they can no longer RAPE your mind and try to get you institutionalized. Little Nasty Jack might come in and try to do a 3D thing, and I pray that he gets a freaking big old one right in his third eye. What the hell ever, Curator. So this is a power struggle between ego, which is this piece of shit rapist, trafficker, sex trafficker, and the heart, which is the heart of this mother, the true crowned royal one, not the Jezebel pornographic freaking slush fund or whatever. There's rage and confusion here. Whatever they did on the moon is probably bouncing back. So they can just go ahead and honor what is ending. There's a big transformation, and they are no longer going to be seen as this magistrate or as any other woman of dignity, because they're nothing but a cheap tramp. A mockery. They were making a mockery out of you, trying to disguise their own fear, and they could possibly be doing that as well. You know, smack talking you, whatever. So you're getting you might get a pleasant message soon, because you're tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. You may get some pleasant information. This is a thing for concern here, man, because you're planting seeds. You're planting seeds. And they are reaping what they have sown here. And it's coming in hot because they got exposed for what they were doing with love spells, manipulating people's minds and then sacrificing them to the lower vibrational space. Yeah, there's infinity. What they wants them. They wanted you gone. They wanted you to suffer. And that is exactly what they're going to get. Your person wants you, and that's exactly what he's going to get. You're going to sit, watch, observe, and then make your move. Because F what they say, man. They've been verbally abusing everybody for a long time. And that's just too bad, okay? Because this is over. You faced your demons. You went eye to eye with these pieces of shit, okay? And their masks are off. You've got a soul activation. You can see very clearly. Your energy is pure. And God isn't helping these people anymore. They're in an ocean of suffering. They can't even light a candle. Their prayers aren't being heard. This is an elimination of evil. Their prayers are useless. Divine intervention, unforgiven, abomination. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one here. I hope that this brings clarity to something you already intuitively knew, and my apologies. I listen to this curator all the time, and the bitch just showed up in the reading, and I don't know if I knew that twit sometime long ago, but he is a failure. A big-time, creepy, psychotic failure who loves Jezebel, except apparently he doesn't really love Jezebel. He just likes to treat her like trash. And now they're going to prison. Now they're going to prison. They can get ready because justice is coming. They will reap what they have sown for defiling this woman's reputation in her own house, in the house of her father. You defiled her reputation. None of you bitches are going to get to stay there, and none of you bitches complaints matter. None. You're deluded, man. You're deluded. You've been fucking too many spiritual dicks. Gurus who didn't know shit. They were just siphoning the essence out of people who actually knew. You polluted yourself so damn bad. Why? Because they hijacked somebody else's role and purpose. And they led everybody down this path of whoring. And now that the mother or this mother figure or these mother figures are back and they're saying, look, this is not a brothel. This is not your personal whorehouse pimp. No. They want to take her out because they want this money. Look, unexpected money. Oh shit. All the money that they've been earning while prostituting these divine beings, it's got to come back. Not only the money that they earned, but all of the wealth that they purchased with it, and all of the pain and suffering that went into earning this wealth. And not every soul survived. Not every soul came back out of it. They owe a debt they will never be able to compensate for. They insist that this woman give them leniency. And the thing about it is God said no. You can hate this woman all you want, Nasty Jack. Jezebel, stalking socials. You can go ahead and say what you want now, because the soul song's already been sang and God can see who the daughter is. And I imagine he's probably pretty relieved that this bitch wasn't it. See you on the next one, everybody.